Hey, what's goody, guys? Welcome to episode 8. And I'm gonna even tell you straight up, we had a
Ocho.
second guess and think about it for a minute
Eight?
of the Not Just Gamer Dads
Eight?
podcast.
Eight?
Eight deep, bro. 8 deep.
Damn. I don't know
Yeah,
about
man.
y'all, but the consistency here is fuego.
Hell yeah, man.
I love the fact that we just been hammering these out every week
hmm
and staying on it.
We have to, man. You got to, man. When you really want to do something, man, it's gonna be a lot easier to really bang it out. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of, kind of saying that just if you really want to do something, kind of goes into the topic of what we're gonna be talking about. Because to do this and to be this, you have to want it. And what we're talking about for episode 8 is mods. Being a moderator for a content creator, the ups and downs, the ins and outs, expectations, attitudes, the goods and the bads, all that. We're gonna go over all that today for you guys about having a moderator for a stream. It's gonna be from the content creator's perspective. We're gonna be talking about stuff based off of our experience with our mod teams that we have and just what we see happening in other communities. We're not going to
Yeah,
be talking about
definitely.
anybody, specifically, but you know what I mean? It's just gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good topic, man. Shout out to all of our mods. That's probably gonna be watching. Saying what's goody. We love you guys, man. You guys are definitely
Definitely.
inspirations. You know what I mean?
Extension of moderators are just so underrated. Sometimes people don't think
Yeah,
you need them, and I was for the longest time felt like I could just do it without them when I could, but it's a lot easier when you got people who are extension of what you're trying to do and they want to be there and contribute.
yeah. And you can't just make anybody a mod, man.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of goes into like our first topic for it is like, why do we need moderators? There's a difference in you wanting a moderator and you needing a moderator.
Yeah, well
So
said.
you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, everybody could want moderators or somebody can come in here and do like and be just a great community member, but moderators are a different it's a different breed, it's a different level of just like professionalism and support. You know what I mean? And you got to be able to deviate that between everybody in your community because you're picking mods from your community. It's not like we go on Indeed and we're searching mods that work for free because to be a mod, especially in the beginning for content creators that are just starting, 90% of us like can't pay our mods. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
no.
So this is a whatchamacallit, I just say this is a labor of love, man,
Yeah,
to be able to
voluntary.
volunteer.
Yeah, voluntary because I remember I didn't have a mod maybe at least a year and a half maybe, and I've been almost going 3 years. I just felt that I would just people would just give the mod chip to everybody. Oh, you're a mod. Here's a mod. He's a mod. And then you go into like Twitch and you see everybody's a damn mod. There's 6 people
Yep,
in the chat and all of them are mods. And I'm like, that makes no sense. And and everybody
exactly.
requesting to want to be a mod. But going back to what you first said, like, why do we need mods? Like, why do you need mods? It's to help push anything you might have going on with your channel or your platforms is one good thing. What else would you think was why do we need mods?
I mean, there for me, there's like five things that I had. It was one, advertising, like you said, advertising things that's added or changing within your stream. It's one thing to sit here and say it a million and one times during your stream, but it can seem monotonous and sounds like you're pushing it. When you have mods that are sitting there advertising it for you in chat, letting people know if you have new commands for your bots or you have
Yep.
new this, you're doing a giveaway, they're great for that. They're great for just keeping chat engaged.
Correct. Yep.
You have mods that know what's going on and are up to speed, and that's on you. Your mod can keep chat going about some things, but if they can keep chat going about stuff that's relevant to what's going on with you, the community, and your content, your direction, you have to be able to communicate with them for that. They're great for that. They're great for just keeping out bullshit when you got bots that are coming in spamming stuff, or you got people that are coming in saying stuff that's rude to the creator themselves or to other members of your community. You know what I'm saying? They're great for being able to catch that and getting it out of here. You know what I'm saying? Mods are just great for also hyping up stuff and pushing things. Like they can hype up stuff. If you're in the middle of a game, they'll be able to hype chat up for certain situations. If you're like, there's just I feel like mods are just they're kind of the backbone of the chat. They're the backbone of engagement because when you have good mods, they'll acknowledge raids if you can't acknowledge them because on Twitch you get a notification sound when
Hmm.
you're getting raided if you set it up. Facebook you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my mods and the Tug mod because every time I get raided on Facebook, I have an exclamation point raid mark. They always type it for me.
Yep. Right. Quick.
Then I can hear it. And I'm like, oh shit, we're getting rated. So they're just really good at keeping you updated on what's going on in chat and keeping chat updated on what's going on with you. They're just a great middle ground
Yeah.
to have, and they're so essential. The right ones are so
Yeah,
essential.
exactly. And I believe in, shout out to my mods, E, Kendall, and Retro Yuki. They're an extension of you in a certain extent because I didn't pick them just because they've been there the longest. They're pretty level headed people. They want to be there. They wanted help. They're doing it because they want to. So being in the chat and just welcoming somebody when they come in, keeping the conversation going, how you mentioned, future stuff that's going on. I feel that, when my mods are in the chat, it really does help. And that
Yep.
goes, they're doing it voluntary. So I always tell them, hey, when you got time and hanging out, all good. If you don't, then it's all good. It's just, I'm not at that point in my content creation career where it's my art, like my chat's going crazy to where I can't keep up or anything like that. But sometimes I'm not looking. Maybe I'm in a tight circle or doing something else, or I just miss something. Francis will be like, "Hey, Jimmy, this," or Kendall will answer, or E will say something. So it's good to have that person like, "Hey, man, thank you, man. I forgot that. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah." So it's good. That's why we need mods. They keep, you know, they keep the chat going. They're extensions of us, and understand what we're trying to do with our channels and our platforms.
Yep.
So it's good to have people that want to be there and willing to do it because they just want to be a part of the community and just want to help out. You know.
Hmm. Exactly. I love what you said too about being extension. A lot of people don't realize this, or they just are oblivious to it. Is a mod is an extension of yourself. When you are a mod, you are representing the content creator on and off stream.
Mhm.
A big thing for me, and I had to remove a mod for this a long time ago when I first started, was people knew that that person was a mod for me, but they had an issue of going into people's chats and like talking shit. And I
Mhm.
found out, and I immediately removed the mod badge.
Yeah.
Because if they know that you are associated with me, not just as a community member, not just as a follower, whatever it may be, but you are a mod, which means you are supposed to be creme de la creme of my ideals and my expectations. And you're in here being toxic on somebody
Yeah.
else's chat. I can't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, there's
You
no
know what I'm
way.
saying?
Fuck no.
Yeah, so having a mod being an extension of you is great. And I love that you say that because you need to have people that understand your goals, your aspirations, and your ideals. Because if your mods don't, either one, they're not going to know how to support you properly like you need it.
Mhm.
And then two, they're just going to go out there and just tarnish your name potentially if they're not doing it the right
Yeah.
way. You know what I'm saying? So having people on the same level of you when it comes to what you're doing, and like you said, they're level headed, they know what's right from wrong, and they're just pushing. Like I gotta give a shout out to Kathy. Kathy's one of our mods, and she is in everybody's streams that she knows I rock with. If she knows I rock with you, she pulls up to the chats and she
Mhm.
says what's goody. She's never talks chop. She's comes in there and says what's up, shows love. Scotty's been doing that as well. You know, I'm saying my boy Drizzy comes through, and they don't go in there and self-promote.
Yeah.
People just know them because when I raid, they pull up. You know what I'm saying? So at Tug Mob raid, okay, you're Tug Mob, you're Tug Mob, you're Tug Mob. But then they come up without a raid and they just remember, okay, you're Tug Mob. They don't self-promote for me. They don't do that. You don't want to have your mods going out telling everybody else about the unfortunate one or Jimmy Dukes. Like this is a line that they know to cross and not to cross. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
There's
And I feel
yeah,
like that's so important.
and I think that was a good point when you brought up this topic. I thought it was good because there's a lot of people who are mods and might not know and might not think about certain things, and it's not like a lot of the things that we're saying here, guys. Obviously, when we have these conversations and stuff like this, we're just giving you guys our personal experiences of what we see and don't see. And you might be a
Yep.
mod and you might listen to this and be like, oh shit, I didn't think about this, or maybe I can do this, or maybe I can do that. So it's a good thing that, we're having this conversation because
Yeah.
that segues perfect to what makes a good mod.
Hmm.
What makes a good mod is like kind of like this, a level headed extension of yourself, willing to help, under can
Hmm.
read the room. That's one of the biggest things is sometimes
Yes.
it's like what makes a good mod is like they kind of see what's going on. Sometimes mods are just oblivious of what's going on and maybe they just not realize it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing. And maybe just, giving
It's
that.
still a good trait to have that read the
Yeah,
room
you
trait.
gotta read
Yeah.
the room. It's like when you're talking about something randomly, and then everybody's like, okay," or just it's just it's not bad, but it just kind of like, hey, kind of pay attention.
Or spamming scare alerts.
Yeah, because
You know
sometimes
who you are.
I know you got your mods that like to mess with you on that stuff like that. But yeah, just
Oh
like
man.
there's a lot of good traits. Like obviously being there, obviously, they're not paid. Ours are not paid for sure, but I always try to do little things for my mods, or I send them messages off stream and say, "Hey, thank you." And
Yep.
you know, you got to find the right type of people to kind of uh, be there for you and during the streams, and having that communication. I think is a good mod too. Just like having conversations, like, "Hey,
Yes, sir.
push this, talk about this. If I forget this, I have a little private chat with my mods. I don't use it as much, but
Yes.
once in a while, just say, "Hey, I'm gonna be pushing this," and they pay attention to what's going on, which is great. It's like,
You
"Oh,
have to.
Jimmy's doing this now. Hey, Jimmy's doing this. Hey, if you want to play, jump in." "Oh, I didn't know." So those are some of
Mhm.
the good traits of a good mod.
Yeah, I agree, and I feel like, and I tell everybody this. I've had talking about mods before. I've had a few people ask me for advice about this, but I tell everybody this: if you have mods, especially more than one, you need to have a group chat with all your mods present. If you're on multiple different platforms, have them all in one, and then have one for each separate joint,
Hmm.
because you need to stay communicated with all of them, and you all need to be on the same page. Is nothing worse than you having five mods that are having five different agendas trying to help you. And it's nothing negative. It's just they're all trying to help you, but they all are trying to help in a different way. And then you're just cluttering the chat with info that doesn't make sense.
Yep.
You have to be one body. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a segue in between what's making a good mod and why your team's beneficial. Because your mod is a team. You have to work together. And if you don't communicate properly, it's going to fall apart every time when you're trying to do stuff. Like, I love it. I have a group chat with my mods, and I don't always do it. I try really hard to do it, but like I try to have like almost a weekly quick meeting where we discuss what's going on. This is what I'm trying to do before I post anything, before I do anything like informative to like chats or posting on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. I let my mods know first so they know what's going on. So then when we go into the stream, they're not like asking me questions like, so what are you doing?" Like, no, then I fail. You know what I mean? Like, and like one thing I want to really like harp on is we talked about this like last week and stuff like that, and is about making people feel like they're appreciated, and letting them, and acknowledging that this is a choice, and letting them know that I appreciate you. It's even more with mods,
Hmm.
because being a being a follower is a choice. Then becoming a follower and turning into a supporter is a choice.
Hmm.
Being a regular is a choice, and being a mod is a huge choice,
Yep.
because you have to be able, in the situation like this, in a free situation, being able to understand like, this is my expectations of what I would appreciate from you, but you can't overbear it on somebody if you're not paying them, because
Yeah.
a negative, because then you can't make it a job. The moment you make being mod a job, it's not going to be fun anymore. They're not going to be as supportive anymore, because now it's pressure, and they already have a job 9 times out of 10. They
Hmm.
don't need a second job. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to let them know, hey, this is what I need from a mod team, but I'm not trying to put pressure on you. But this is what I would need as help. And if
Yeah.
you
If
guys
you
can
really
do any
want to
of this,
help,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's how many times I've seen it in
I've seen
streams
so many people.
where people are like, "Where are my mods at?" Like, that's a bad look. I mean, calling people out like, "Okay, you're so great that you need fucking that attention," or "Where are my mods at?" What the fuck, like, dude or person, calm the fuck down. And I get it. And
Yep.
like, I mean, not every channel needs mods, and you can do it without it. But there's sometimes that people that are like the regulars, and they want to ask, and
Yeah.
you know, that want to be helpful, because that was one of the biggest things is I just want to see who's around. Because I've been asked a lot of times, "Hey, you need a mod?" And you're like, "Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm good," or whatever. Because no offense, you have a mod who's a mod on 20 channels. It's just kind of like, okay, cool, I get it. It's all good, but I'm more select.
Yes.
I'm more selective with with the whole mod role, because to me, like I said, it's an extension of me. I carry myself a certain way. I have a certain level of respect that I have from people, and I give people. So like how you mentioned it earlier, Jimmy's mom's over here saying shit, and then over here and then doing this, and then spamming shares and doing this, and just kind of like uh, a mod to us is different to a lot of other people. A lot of people are like, oh, that's my mod.
Yeah.
50 shares. That's what that mod does. 50 shares. Oh, my account got blocked because all the damn shares. That's not really what a mod does in my eyes. Maybe
Hmm.
that's something they try to do, but spamming shares to groups that don't give a fuck is not a good. That segues to what we were the next one, a no. Just like spamming shit, that doesn't help. If you're a mod and you think that spamming to 60 groups that people don't care about, that are doing the same goddamn thing, that actually hurts your algorithm. That actually hurts you. Like
Yeah, and
spamming shit doesn't
yeah,
help.
yeah, doing that. And another big no-no for me is if you're a content creator, you should not be modding for another content creator. And that's my personal opinion. Like if you are already an established creator that you're trying to get your stuff going across, there's no way you can be able to make your content as efficiently as you should and mod for somebody else 100%. Now, if you're part-timing, like you barely stream, then yeah, but like I see a lot of people that the reason why I say is this, because I've always seen it half the time it turns into self promo. Like
Oh
if
yeah,
you
that's a
are,
no. Yeah, for sure.
and that's why I'm like, yo, if you're a content creator, you shouldn't do it. But the reason why I think you shouldn't, like, I would like, I got your back. I can mod for you without even having a mod badge.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because and that's what I'm saying. If you're a content creator, just support your fellow creator. You don't need to have a mod badge for them.
correct.
You
I
can,
agree.
what the expectation is for a mod. Just do it. If you
Hmm.
really support them, you pull up to the stream, be that like, dude, I used to come to that and I'll engage and start mad conversations. I go into, I've done it for my boy Thrive. He goes live in the mornings. And if I can't go live in the morning because I'm about to say my wife is crying, but my daughter's crying.
And your
and
wife.
I'm and my wife. You know what I'm saying? And we're all crying. And
Right.
it's like, but I'll go in there and say what's goody, but I'll ask questions like question of the day or quote of the day. I give him like word of the day. What does this mean? And he'll have to be like, oh, okay, that's a good one. I think this, and this. And then he asks chat. I'm like, he's like, hey, thank you. That was dope. Like, and I always want to go into some people's streams, I try to ask something that they can answer and then ask their chat.
Yeah,
Cause
keep
that
an
just
ongoing
gave you
conversation,
exactly.
open
And
ended.
exactly. And I don't need a badge to do that. You know what I'm saying? And
Agree.
that's
Yep.
why, because when you're a mod, like when you're there to support whoever's live if you're modding for them. And like, my biggest no-no is when you are a mod and you turn into a creator, don't start self-promoting in that
Yeah,
creator's joint
it's tough because
because
you see that in a lot of chats. Hey, I'm about to go live. Like, don't say that. It has no relevant to what's going on, or I'm doing
yeah.
this on my channel. I've seen that in a lot of streams, and that goes back to what you were saying, that those are other content creators too. So it's. I'm not saying it's terrible, but in my
Just a
eyes,
bad look.
and in your eyes too, it looks kind of tacky.
Yeah,
It's a little
because
tacky. It just
the
because I don't
reason
want to talk about myself in somebody else's stream. When people
yeah.
ask me, I'm like, no, I'm here for you. What's up? What's going on? Don't worry about
Yeah.
me. I'm in here because I want to be in here. It's not I'm in here because I'm trying to get something out of me being in here.
Yeah, word. Like half the time, like when I'm streaming, I'm the unfortunate one. If I'm in your chat, I'm Miko. I'm not the unfortunate one. I'm just going in with my channel because I don't feel like switching my freaking page.
Hmm.
And you say, hey, and you know what? I made my business. That's my entity. It's cool. But I'm
Yeah,
not going in there like, hey, I'm the unfortunate one. I just went live playing so and so. Who
yeah.
cares? Nobody, because this isn't my stream.
Hmm.
But my biggest thing is why the reason why I say if you are a mod for somebody and then you become a creator, don't promo in that creative stream because you put us in a horrible situation on we appreciate you already as a mod. But now if you're coming in there and trying to promo because now you're trying to build yourself up and you want us to help you, there's a way to go about it.
Definitely.
Like I will share your shit. I will support you when you're live. I will let the people know, hey, one of our mods that y'all know so and so is gonna be going live. Go show them some love. But if you start coming in here talking about some hey man, I just finished going live, or hey, I'm about to go live, or I'm about to do this, you put us in a really bad position because then it makes other people feel like they can self promo. And then you start a whole wave of bullshit. And then if we got to get on them, their first thing is going to be like, well, so and so did it. You didn't say nothing.
Mhm.
Well, so and so's a mod. Then you be like,
There's a time and place, and
it's a
that goes
time
back
and a
to
place.
Goes back to
Yeah.
what I was saying, reading the room.
Yeah, you gotta be able to do that, like, and that's the big thing I'm happy, and it sounds like that's happened to me. It's only happened, like, once, and it was, like, a long time ago this happened to me, but I've seen it happen a lot where
Yeah,
people will just start coming in and because they're a mod and they stream now it's different. If you're my mod and you come in and I know you stream, "Hey, did you stream today? How is it?" If
it's
we as a
different, yeah.
content creator
Start
start
the
that in,
conversation, then it's different.
yeah, then we're letting you kind of promo, but then at the same time, read the room. Don't be like, oh yeah, I stream. Yeah, I streamed Fortnite. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. EST. Like, I didn't ask that. I just asked if you streamed today. Like,
Mhm.
so it's like little things like that to be able to like being a mod doesn't mean you're our best friend. And it's a rough thing to say. I'm blunt and I'm gonna say it. Being a mod does not mean that you are that creator's now new best friend. There are still boundaries that have to be held. There's still a level of professionalism that needs to be made and kept, and there are still lines that can't be crossed. And people got to realize there's a lot of people that want to mod for somebody because now they want to be your new best friend. No, you don't have to be a mod to be my friend. Being a friend and being a mod and being a fellow content creator are three total different things.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And to be able to like, and a lot, I see a lot of people now. Some of my mods are good friends of mine. I've made some really good friends out of mods. You know what I'm saying? And but before, and the reason why I say this was before, a long time ago, I had a situation of mods flirting with each other, and one of them was married. And I was like, oh shit, like, no, not in my chats. I don't want that because then it's gonna look like I'm harboring that shit. No. And then I said something about it,
Do
and
not
then
wanna be associated.
yeah, I was like, no. And then that person went off and started telling other people stuff. And I was just like, yeah, see, this is what I mean by the
Exactly,
messiness and
yep.
drawing lines. So then
Mhm.
I put the whole mod team. That was when I first started streaming too. And I put the whole team together. I said, look, this just happened. No way in hell am I letting this happen again. So here's the boundaries. Here's my lines. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. I didn't want to have to be that guy to come up with a rule book, but I have to.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, people will see how close they can get and how far they can reach. You got to set those lines. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just that's me. That's just my personal like, thought process on that. It's just because I see that happen so much. I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of people get hurt by their mods. I've been seeing posts from content creators about mods doing this or this
Yeah.
happening. I'm like, you
That's why
gotta
I'm
be
like, I'm so
careful.
selective, man, and, like, there you
Yeah.
I just the way I carry myself in life, even with my friends and people I talk to and associate myself with, I know a lot of people, but they're not my friends, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I know a lot of people, but I don't associate with just with anybody, you know? I just the same thing when it comes to this whole content creation thing. That's a whole other thing. I support a lot of people from afar and I say what's up to them, but I don't talk to them every day and you know, I might not be their best friends, but I know what's up and what's going on with them and you get to that certain level where you understand each other. And that's the same thing when it comes to the mods. It's kind of like, hey, I appreciate y'all. I know y'all there. Cool. Everything's good. It's not too much. It's not too little. I don't expect the world from them, but the things that they do. And when they
To
come by
do.
and hang
Yeah.
out, I appreciate it. And I don't ever have to worry about, my the people that help me out. I don't ever have to worry about those little things. I don't. I just the three people that I respect and they respect me and they're trying to help me out when they can. I don't have to worry about that kind of thing because I've seen it in other channels where like one person's like a mod for 20 content creators and you go over here, oh, I'm a mod for this, and then you'll see those mods. I'm a mod here. I'm a mod here. I'm a mod here. I'm a mod here. I'm just like you saying you're a mod everywhere doesn't really seem too special in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
not trying to
spreading
talk
yourself way
shit.
too
Yeah,
thin.
I'm not trying to talk shit to you or anything or give you a hard time. If you have the time to go around and hop around and help people out like that, it's cool. Like you said it, you can be a mod, you can help people out without having being a mod. But I think it's funny when people want that mod badge so bad. It's kind of like, hey, look at me, I'm a mod here. Like, all right, cool. I get it. To each their own kind of thing. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, I just don't have 20 people that are mods that are other mods and other
Facts.
mods and shit like that. I'm not trying to say you could only be my mod and that's it. I don't care if my other three people that help me out are mods somewhere else. It's cool, and I don't care. But if I see them jumping around to different streams wanting to be modded, they're kind of like, then I appreciate you helping me out, but I don't need you as a mod that bad.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, that's kind of one of the things that you said that like ties back into what we were talking about with what makes a good mod. One of them is loyalty.
Yep.
Like at the end of the day, because this was my thing. I don't want to. I like having a mod. that mods for multiple people, my biggest thing is time. If I stream at the same time as one of those other people, now you're in the middle of who should I mod for? I don't want to put people through that because then if I have 10 mods, let's say I have 10 mods, but they all mod for other people, and all those people stream when I stream, and they go to pick them because that was their first stream that they mod for. Now I have 0 mods.
Mhm.
You want mods that are going to be able to know that they can be here at the time frames that you established, and they're going to be there. You can depend on them. Now, do they have to be at every stream? Hell no.
Nope.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
not
My
mine
biggest
at
thing with
least,
mine,
yeah. Unless I'm
yeah,
making mad money and I'm able to be like, "Hey, if you come into the stream, you hang out for an hour, I'll throw you 20 bucks, 25 bucks when you hang out for an
yeah.
hour." So
Now,
that's
exactly.
different,
Now,
you know,
yeah,
because
yeah. Financials are being changed, and now there's expectations, there's
yeah, like, "I need
contracts,
you in
all that
here. Can
shit.
you do this? Can you help me out on these hours?" Like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I really need somebody there." Then that's different. But
yeah.
goes back to
Facts.
what you were saying. It's a voluntary. They volunteer their time. So I don't think I've ever given somebody a hard time that I
Yeah,
had a mod for me. And if I have, I'm sorry, but I highly doubt it. But I say it all the time. Hey, I appreciate the time you're hanging out. I have a lot of times where they're hanging out in the stream. They're not chatting, but if a conversation comes up or something's asking, they'll answer it, and I'm like, "All right, cool." It's just nice to
yeah.
know, like, they don't to be a mod, you don't have to be as social either. Like, if you really wanna be a mod, and it's not a topic that we brought up, like, how does one become a mod, in your opinion? Like,
Yeah.
what are some things that you see out of a quality of person that wants to be a mod? What would you recommend to them?
Like for me, what I can't speak for every creator, but for me, if I see you always taking that initiative to want to help support the stream, or if you in your own way see what I'm trying to push and you help push it, like if I see you taking that initiative for a prolonged period of time, that it's not just you're doing it for a phase because you like this, but if I constantly see you really trying to help and be there, and also my biggest thing is positivity. If I see that you're a positive influence in the chat, and, I'm saying you're not coming in here just trying to talk like, fresh, or just trying to just talk shit, or like I'm saying, like, like you're actually there, like when like reading the room and knowing when someone's down, like a huge thing for me is because I know in my chat, I know a lot of other people's chats too, but I can only speak for myself. People come in here sometimes down.
Mhm.
Yo, my dog just got sick, or yo, my family member passed away, whatever it may be. My mods always respond to those people and let them know, hey, we're here for you. If you need anything, we're here for you, praying for you, anything. You know what I'm saying? And like, I, when I, for me, if for me to be like, hey, you know what? Let me talk to you on the side real quick
Yep.
and give them that mod intro talk. You have to show me you give a fuck about what I'm doing and you care about my community.
Mhm.
If you take ownership of my community, be like, yo, I'm a member to talk about. This is my family, and I know that you're gonna protect the peace of the mob, then I'm gonna hit you up and be like, you know what? I see some dedication.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in trying it out? And
Yep.
I try to give people a test run. You don't have to say yes. Let's do this. Hey, for the next few weeks, push this for me and
Mhm.
see how you feel on it. How comfortable do you feel with that little bit of pressure? Because I
Mhm.
tell all my mods, there's a little bit of pressure. There's a little bit because I'm gonna hit you guys up with the hey guys, I'm pushing this week. Yo, hey, Scareathon, these are the alerts. Hey, mod merch coming out. This is what it is. Make sure you guys let them know. Type exclamation point merch in the chat. Da 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 da. All these things, give them the heads up on shit. That can be pressure. They'd be like, oh shit, now we gotta do
Yeah,
this. What
never
I
mind. I
do,
don't wanna I just wanna hang out.
exactly.
Mhm.
And that's when you start to differentiate the two. Like what I do for my mods that I needed actually I haven't done it for a little while. I kind of fell off and sorry guys. I call them special missions where I'll be like, yo, I want some new scare alerts. Whoever can give me some new scare alerts that I like that I can put in, you're gonna get a point. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, whoever has the most points will be mod of the year and I'll get them something nice.
Yeah. That's cool.
So
Little
then you
little incentives to kinda help
and
out. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying? I'm
it's
not saying
still
I'm
a
gonna drop
team.
you a Bentley, but
Yeah, but
it's
it's
like
still a team. It goes back to what you were saying.
yeah. And then, but it's dope because now when I come up with projects, they'll come and be like, hey, yo, let's do this together. Or hey, let's do. And I'm like, now they're working together. And then they'll be like, oh, let them get the point. So I'm like, you know what? Y'all both get a point because you
Yeah.
both worked on it. Because I'm not trying to sit here and make people do, oh, you have to do this to get the point. It's just a point of, I want to make it fun
Yeah,
because
exactly.
at the end of the day, I'm not paying you. So if
Mhm.
I can pay you in happiness, I'm going to do my damnness to make sure you're enjoying this and you're proud to be a fucking mod.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, because and I like how you said that little side talk. The 3 people that I've had, you know, that are my mods right now, shout out to Kendall, E, and Francis. I reached out to them. I've had millions of people reach out to me like, "Hey, you need a mod? I noticed it." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, man. I appreciate it." Because I want to see who wants to be around. I'm not saying like they have to be there X amount of time in there all the time. If I see that there's that potential of them like they're doing all that kind of stuff, and I could just say, "Hey, I noticed that you've been doing that. Hey, I kind of need help with this. Would you be interested?" I've reached out to each person the same exact way. It's same
Mm-hmm.
exact way. Not to anybody who's reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to be a mod. What do I need to do?" I've had people do that, but I'm kind of like, well, just kind of be around, and they don't. It just kind of they just feel like, oh, I'll just give you the badge. Here, 'cause I've seen it on Twitch where people are just mods, mods everywhere, which is fine. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but for me and for us, we it's different. Like
That
I
badge means something.
yeah, exactly. I just don't give it to anybody. I was fucking for a year and a half. I had Francis. Shout out to my boy Francis. He was in there doing everything, but he does that for everybody. And then I finally pulled him aside. I was like, "Hey, man, I know you've pretty much been doing it. You want to help me out with this?" Of course, he said, "Fuck yeah, I'll help out." Right. And then I had Evian. Shout out to Evian. He was always a young guy. He plays games and he's up late and he hangs out in the chat all the time and keeps it positive. And then Kendall, in that last one, same thing. She was around already doing all that kind of stuff without even
Exactly.
realizing it, that I was like, "Hey, you're doing what I pretty much need as this person. So when you come in, keep track of what's going
Represent.
on, represent, and it's been great. It's been great.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully eventually in time, if I ever gets to the point that I could help, like they help me out, I could throw them some money or things like that, or I try to, what I mean? But they do it willingly, not expecting anything back, and that's why I fucking pick them.
Bro, I'm so glad you said it because that's what I was about to say. Anybody that's listening, 99.9% of the time, if you go into somebody's chat and tell them that acid they want a mod and you want to do it, we're gonna say no.
Hmm.
Because that means you want that position for a reason. I want a mod that's already being a mod.
Yep.
And that's what you said, bro, Kendall, which is what stuck for me.
Hmm.
You said she was already doing it.
Yep.
That means she's taking ownership of the
Without
community.
even realizing it.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like the mods are chosen. They're not asked for. It's like a promotion. Sometimes you got to speak for a promotion, but the promotion means so much more when your employer comes to you and offers that promotion and they offer that raise versus you having to ask and then them giving it to you. Now you feel entitled.
Hmm.
But if you're doing your job and you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're going above and beyond, being a mod is the next step. It's a promotion from being a member of the community. It's a promotion from being a supporter. Being a mod is a promotion. It is showing that you're taking an extra initiative to represent this business. You know what I'm saying? And it's way better to be offered than to ask. If you got to go around asking, you're asking for the wrong reason, in
Yeah.
my personal opinion. And if anybody comes into my stream and asks to be a mod for me, I'm going to say no every time because, like you said, I'm not going to see you for a month. So the people that I'm asking aren't the people that are at every single stream, but are the people that want to just be here in general.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know. That shit's huge to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like you gotta want that shit. You
Yeah.
gotta
So
want you gotta want that.
yeah, and then especially being, there's different people do things for different reasons, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing that you're a mod for different content creators, shit like that, guys. Like just for us, and this is why Miko and I get along so well. Our train of thought, the way we look at life, the way we, carry ourselves is for a reason. You know what I mean? If
100%.
you're
Yeah.
fucking around and having a good time as a content creator and you just want your buddies to all be mods and you're just bullshitting, fine. I'm not
That's
saying
your
that's a
lane.
I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but
Exactly.
for somebody who's a little bit more serious and like I don't need my mods running around talking shit at other people's streams or, bullshitting in my stream like too much, like OD, like hey, relax, you know what I mean? Like we're all having a good time in here, but it's an extension of me, you know what I mean? So if somebody's making me look bad by just being associated with me and being in different chats, like, hey, that's fucking so and so from mod from Jimmy's stream, like, or that's Miko's. homie over there from their mod. Why are they over here talking shit? Like it's just like
Yeah.
it's a bad look. So I don't want to associate with myself without knowing what type of person they are. It's just like I'm not saying I'm a high and mighty and you need to abide by all my rules and shit like that. I'm just saying, hey,
Carry
like
yourself a certain
carry
way.
yourself a certain way too yourself. Just like hey,
Yeah.
you don't want to look like an idiot or look like you're fucking thirsty to be a mod everywhere else. That's just me when it comes to that. So, there's certain
Bro,
things that you can do
yes.
to be a mod. Be involved. If you want to be a mod somewhere, be involved. Just be involved and don't expect to be a mod. Like if you really want to be a mod somewhere, you got to just be around. You got to get how Miko just said, to be asked to be a mod is probably the best way because you're in there because you want to be in there. But if you're doing things on purpose to try to be seen to be a mod, then that's kind of different because somebody can
We'll
easily
see
see
that.
that. Yeah, it's kind of like, I can see what you're trying to do, but you're a little OD right now on it. But everybody's
Exactly.
different. Everybody's different. The
Yeah.
way I might look at it, another content creator who's listening or watching or hear this, like you guys are fucking dumb. Any type of mod is a good mod. So I mean,
Yeah.
to each their
There's
own.
people that's not going to agree, and that's completely fine because we're
Mhm.
not. There's no episode that is if you don't agree with us, you're wrong. This is all
Exactly.
opinion based. This is how
Correct.
we feel based off of our experiences, what we've seen within our communities, and what we've seen outside of our
Mhm. Yeah,
communities.
because we've been
You know
doing
what
it for a
I'm
little bit now.
saying? Yeah.
We've been doing it for a little bit, and we're not saying that we're right or wrong, but we'll just give you guys some examples and what we see and what works and doesn't work, and
Yeah.
people aren't stupid. Because I've seen people be mods and all of a sudden they're not, and then they come back and they come and go, which is fine too. Just like
Yeah.
I don't need somebody to be gone for months at a time and then come back. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? I get
Facts.
it. I'm not saying that you need to be here, but at the same time, like, oh damn, you had shit going on,
I
you
mean,
can't be around. Hey, that's all good. No big
yeah,
deal.
and that's why I love with mine. When mine, like, shout out to my boy Justin. He's one of our newer mods. He's been around for a little while now, but like one of the newest recruits that we've had as a mod team, right? Um, he's been super swamped with work, super busy, can't stay up late anymore, tired as hell, but he communicates with me like crazy. Yo, we're busy. He'll come into the stream just to say what's goody and just like say, hey, I'm here. And then I got to go to bed. Dude, I understand. And he'll tell me, I got something I'm trying to do. He's like, I can't make it to this one because I got something going on, or, I got my daughter for the weekend. So I'm like, yo, enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him a lot because he doesn't have to tell me that. He could just be
Yeah.
like, yo, you know what? I thought this mod shit was going to be cool, my guy, but I'm too busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he tries to be there as much as possible. And he's always, a word of encouragement for myself and the rest of the team. And I told him, I was like, I respect you because you communicate and I can tell you take this serious. And you deserve to have that badge, regardless if you're here as often as my wife
Yeah.
or my dad, because
The
they're mods
intentions
too.
we can
But
see. We can see
we
it. Yeah,
can
we
read.
could we can
Yeah,
see the intentions. We could feel what that person's trying to do or not do. It just like it's different if there's always an excuse of why they can't do certain things. It's all good. I mean, if you can't be here, you can't be here. But it just that goes back to why we're so selective. Because
exactly.
it's just like we're so
I know you
selective.
be here.
Hmm.
100%. And I stand true on this too. Like, kind of wanted to go off of what you said earlier when you said the words, like, just having people around you and, this is who I am and who I want to be around me. Somebody based off of who they surround themselves with.
Hmm.
You want to judge, you want to learn about somebody, go see who they hang out with, go see their friends. You want to know what type of creator I am? Check out my mod team, check out my community. If I go into someone's chat and everyone's talking hella raunchy, okay, so I know that that's your style. If I go into someone's chat, everyone's cursing each other out, toxic as fuck. Okay, so I guess you're probably a toxic streamer. And it's unfortunate, but this is what people do. You know what I'm saying? So if I go into a spy and I see all the mod badges are doing like, dude, there's some like Big Wench, great mods.
Hmm.
I've been to a handful of people that great mods, bro, great mods. That they come in, they're super helpful, super kind, super
Hmm.
welcoming. They make you, damn, it's nice in here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I'm gonna take off my jacket and
Right.
take my shoes off.
Right?
Like,
Let me
oh
hang out
shit,
in this bitch for a little bit. Let me steal you to come
yeah,
over here. No, I'm just playing. But yeah,
right,
that's a good
yeah.
way.
Like,
That's a good way to
he
look at
said,
it too.
still, but it's just like that. your first, because be real, like when you pull into people's chats, sometimes content creators, they're not immediately gonna see your comment the
Yeah.
moment that you come in. They may be in the middle of anything. I be talking. I'm preaching sometimes.
Mhm.
I'm not. I used to stop and go into what people were saying, but then I was like, no, I need to get it out because I'm gonna get sidetracked. So I'll be preaching. Other people hard into video gaming. They're going crazy. Or anything could distract the creator from seeing your initial comment. But if you get in and you get welcomed by the community that's there, and then everyone is talking to you and updating you, and you have any questions or saying anything, they're responding, and they got that mod badge. Come on,
That's
man.
a
Like,
win. Yeah, man.
dude, it makes you like now I'm talking to the community. Next thing you know, 20 minutes pass. I haven't even talked to the creator yet. And I'm like, it don't matter because I still feel like I'm here because of the community and because of their mod team.
Yeah. I like how
And Big Wench's community
yeah,
did
I
that for
like
me.
when people do that too. Is like I like when there are people having conversations that I'm not even involved in. I'm like, oh, what are you guys talking about? Oh shit, you know.
Dude,
But
it's
it's dope.
great.
It's cool. It's just like that. What goes into the whole community thing is like we're all hanging out. This is a hangout. I say that all the
Mhm.
time to people. The time that you come in and hang out, I want you to laugh, have a good time, say what's up, go on your own way. I don't ever want anybody to come into my stream like, ugh, I wasted a minute of my time or whatever. Or just fucker to even see me or you know, I just want people to, hey, coming by to say what's up, what's going on. Hey, what up, dude? Everything good? Hey, man, see you later, man. I hope all is well. Hey, cool. You know, being acknowledged is nice for people that when they come by, you know, just like, hey, my bad, what's going on? I'm on my way to do this, or you know, nothing's worse than going through a stream, hanging out for a little bit, nobody even acknowledges you. Not that you know, just it's nice to know, like, hey, I'm coming in here because I chose to be in here and I'm saying what's up to you. But if you just kind of glance and you're like, whatever, it just kind of like, well, damn, you think that person's gonna come back?
Exactly. And so not everybody comes for acknowledgement, but acknowledgement is always appreciated.
Yeah, hell
And that's what
yeah,
people
man.
don't realize that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't go in everybody's chat to get acknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go in there, I'm like, yo, what up, dude? How you doing? How you feeling? And you don't even respond. So I'm like, okay, so
Especially
I
when there's
guess
nobody else in there.
facts. Or they can have 12 people watching, but no one's commenting but me. And I'm like,
mm,
it's cool.
you
Like
got
I
10
just won't
bots in
come back.
here, or what's going on?
Yeah, like I just be like, all right, cool. Like it's not that I'm not really going. It may sound like people that listen to this might be like, dude, you just contradicted yourself. No, like really, I'm not going into people's chats because I want you to notice me.
Yeah.
It's not about me. But it's
Mhm.
like at the end of the day, I want to know how you doing. Hey, how you
Yeah,
feeling?
what's going
I'm
on?
not just a viewer. I'm an engager. I'm gonna
Yep,
come in there and say what's good.
I'm the same
And
way,
if you
man.
can't even respond, it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to comment then. I mean,
Yeah,
why waste my time texting a whole what's up, what's this, what's that, if you're not even going to read it?
yeah,
And then after that, it's like, why the fuck am I here? I don't like just watching people play video games. Like, I'm going to just go do my thing. Like, but when you go into spots, like that's why Thrive in the morning be having me in there for 45 minutes. I come in there, he starts asking me questions when I come in. He'll be talking to the community and he'll be saying yada yada yada. Shout out to Thrive too, guys. It's his birthday, man. Happy birthday to Thrive Gaming. He turned the big 31. Damn.
damn.
But
How old are you?
bro,
Damn.
damn. I did that shit to him. He got so mad. But like I'm trying to bring up other people because it's like I want you guys to see examples of other creators that have like that are showing the traits that we're saying that we feel is good.
Yep.
Because I feel welcome in these places. And I like it, Big Wench feel welcome. And I haven't been there in forever. But it's just because time frames. But whenever I went in there, man, I felt so welcome.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's so many other creators, and we just met a new one, Missy Kebs. She's hella sweet to me and wifey's super nice. She follows the Fame and Fortune page and goes crazy over there and comments on everything. She loves wifey. You know what I'm saying? But like when we go in there, we like her and her mods, everybody are nice. Like all these people that we go into, man, they're welcoming. I'm not saying you have to be nice. Some people like to see shit talking or whatever, but like at the end of the day, you got to feel welcome, like you're part of the
Yeah.
community, part of the team. And if the creator can't do that for you at that moment, it's not the job of the mod, but that's what the mod's
But
for.
it helps. Yeah, it definitely
You guys
helps.
can help so much where we're lacking because we're human too. We make mistakes, and some days that my energy could just drop out of nowhere. And I don't feel like being as uppity or whatever, responding or whatever. But my mods got the chat going.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the mods help in so many different ways. I love that shit because like I go into like people's chats and they'll ask me questions. Like I was saying before on Thrive, I sidetracked myself. But he'll come in and be like, yo, we're asking about, yo, is Arby's trash or is this that? And I'm like, oh yeah, Arby's is trash. He's like,
Fuck
see guys,
Arby's.
fuck y'all. Unfortunately knows what it is. And then I'm like, fuck you, unfortunate. But like for me, I've already been there. So I was like, y'all are funny, but like Like if I imagine if you just went in there though, and be like, "Fuck me, what I
Yeah,
do?"
what
But
did I
like,
do? I'm not
I
gonna come back and shit. Damn.
yeah, but I built that rapport with them, so it's like we're
Read the
cool. You know
room.
what I'm
Read the
saying?
room.
Exactly. So it's like, but when you got people that come in, you're automatically coming into a question and you're already thrown straight into the mix of everything. And you're like, oh shit, I'm in this, dog. Like the music's bumping, like, yo, oh shit, I gotta start dancing. Like
Yeah.
it's great. You know what I'm saying? To
And,
be able to come into spots and get thrown into the heat real quick.
and then that's the thing. Like, well, you follow certain content creators because of certain, certain things
Yeah.
that are going into the chat rooms and stuff like that. Because there's some other content creators where it's just fucking ball tickling and talking shit the whole time, and it's not for everybody. But I'll go in there and I just start laughing, and I'm
It's
like,
hilarious.
yeah, it's hilarious. At other times, it's kind of like, hey, sweatiness. This is the new meta. Blah blah blah. Oh, we're doing this part of this game. We're doing this walkthrough. Oh, check out this part. Or how you were saying, all right, we're pushing on fucking Destiny. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. So there's different ways to communicate with the chat and the mods and the content creator, but you just got to read the room because sometimes when you're
Oh
going in
yeah.
there and bullshitting all the time and you don't get it back, they're like, okay, fuck this. Well, you got to read the room. It's not always fucking around the whole
Exactly.
time. So that goes back with what's going on and with the reading of the room and the mods help out with that. Oh, we're here bullshitting. Hey, what do you think about this? And it keeps the conversation going. Or we're gonna do this
Yeah.
next. What do you guys think? Like Jimmy wants to play this next. What do you guys think? Or oh, okay, cool. So they can right when you get into the room, you can kind of see what's going on.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And I love that for me. I'm glad you brought up the Destiny joint because that was a huge example for me. Was like I was playing it on legendary mode, and I like Destiny. I'm not like a fanatic, but I've been liking it a little bit more. It's been fun playing, story mode, going through with the peeps and stuff. But legendary mode is hard
Yeah, you
sometimes,
can't
man,
sit there and
and
be
you gotta,
reading chat the whole time,
yeah.
right?
And it was like it was to a point where every time I read chat, I died, and I was like,
Yeah, that's why.
"Fuck,
That's
I
why
gotta."
I left. I was like, yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't acknowledge me, so I just left.
I was like, "Yo," but that's what's dope because
I
I
even did
had
the
mods in there
highlighted. I
telling
did the
me.
highlighted comment. You didn't even see it.
I was like, I saw your name. I was like, yo, fuck that guy. He
Yeah,
doesn't
fuck
even
that
play
guy.
Destiny with me.
Right? Just looks at it. Mm-hmm.
Dude, you know what's the worst is when people do that to you, you'd be like, I love you too.
You're like, motherfucker. You
This-
don't even. All right.
I
So.
had one person that was like mouthing what I said and didn't realize that they kind of was still saying it. And then
Yeah.
they just kept went to the next one. I was like, you literally just mouthed what I said.
Read
I
my
was like,
shit and just said fuck you.
yeah, I was like, damn. But like now for the Destiny, had people telling everybody what we were doing because usually I don't give a damn about the gameplay I'm doing up Fortnite, especially. I will sit there in the bus to the end and talk to chat, be like, oh my bad. And they all know. And they're like the people that are playing, like, it's all good. Like when I was actually trying to get a little sweaty on Destiny, or when I was doing my tournaments. Remember, I was doing some tournaments for Naraka, Knockout City, some other shit that I was playing, and I was trying to I was really going crazy. The Back for Blood tournament, all my mods was in there, and they were like, "Yo, we got the tournament going. He's not gonna be able to read chat, but we're here. What's popping? Da 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 da." Dude, still had hella engagement, and I didn't even talk to chat almost the entire time because I was in a different mode. Like you said, people had to read the room, but they
Mhm.
were able to read the room more because my chats made the room audible.
Exactly.
And that's what you need. It's like when if I'm in a position where I just can't respond and give you that engagement that you want, my mods can do that for you. They did their job. That's
Yep.
why I tell everybody you have to do something for your mods to show them that you appreciate them and that you acknowledge that they went above the bar and you gotta do something. I play RAF with my mods, or we play other games like on Tuesdays or Mondays. Hey guys, what day are all of you free so I can play with all of you guys together? They're excited. I wanted to do Destiny grinds. No, my mods want to play Raft. We're gonna play Raft.
Dope.
Then they all want to play it. Why? That's our time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's a time. That's a time like that I dedicate, and I learned that from playing with from watching Malevolent Morax. He's the guy that talks with the deep voice with the demon face paint and all that stuff on
Mhm.
Fortnite on Facebook. He has mod days with mod sabotage where they'll play Fortnite with his mods and they got to sabotage the stream for him. Dude, I was like, oh man, he plays with his mods like crazy and they're always there. And I'm like, I'm gonna play with my mods. Fuck
Yeah.
that. So I used to play Call of Duty with my mods, did some Fortnite. Now we're doing Raft, but it's like you let them know, hey, this is our day. People want to. I have mad people coming in. I want to play Raft with you. Nah, man, I'm playing with my mods today.
Yep.
Oh man, sometimes they might leave, but I'm like, nah, today is about them.
Yeah.
And you do that, they know you appreciate them.
Exactly. Well said.
Yeah, Raft doesn't always get me the numbers that I want, but my mods are
Yeah,
always here
I'm
for me,
looking.
regardless
Yeah,
of my algo.
I'm having fun and I'm looking forward to playing with them this damn game that we're gonna play together. And
Yeah,
so that's like the that's the whole point. And plus it builds that unity too, in that bond. And you were saying it earlier, is that they become your friend.
yeah,
Like I've known Evie, and he's been watching me since he was 14. He's 18 now. He's a young man, and I've gotten to know him over the past 3 years of him
hmm,
being in the chat all late, and me and him just talking. I'm talking. Nobody's in there. I'm just talking to him. Same thing with Francis. He was always in there late, and I got to know them, and like I
yeah,
consider them friends now because of them just wanting to be there and hang out, not because they want anything out of it. And then
exactly.
my last mod with Kendall, same thing. She just was coming. She came from another streamer and just started coming around more and more and more and more. And I just got to know her and just BS with her, and just how you were saying, they become friends. So you end
Hmm.
up playing with your friends. They're not just
Yeah,
mods; they're your friends who are mods. It
yeah,
just they and that's the coolest thing, is that you get that out of that. How you even said it, it's like a little bump up. There's followers, there's supporters, and then like, hey man, these are people that respect me. I respect them. They see my vision of what's going
hmm.
on and want to be involved and help me with anything I got going on. Just a lot of people, when it comes to this space, want to be involved. They just like hanging out. I know I
Oh
do.
yeah,
I like being a part of
hell yeah.
shit. I like just hanging out and bullshitting. I like being a part of things all the time. It's that's one of the best things about life, is just having something that's in common, and then you just all get together and do something together. So that's cool that you play with your
Hmm.
mods and have conversations off stream, and you get to know each other. That's like one of the dopest things.
Yeah, because it's one thing to have friends and make them mods because then they're never gonna take it serious because they're your friends.
Correct.
They're gonna be like, I was your friend before I was a mod, so fuck that. But when you have a mod that becomes a friend, that friendship came off of this business, and now they're gonna look out for you 10 times more because now they're not just your mod. Now they're
Mhm.
your friend and they became your friend through this business.
Correct.
So
Yep.
they're always gonna look out for you. It's a
Hmm.
difference on having a friend become a mod and having a mod become a friend.
Well said.
You know what I mean? And for me, another thing you was talking about with the with the badge, bro. This may sound controversial, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it. Mod badge chasing for viewers is just as bad as subscription badge chasing for streamers. Remember when everyone was trying to unlock the subscriber badge and it was like you ain't shit unless you got supporters.
Hmm.
You ain't shit. I remember that whole controversy I had to deal with when we all got unlocked it, and I had people telling me I didn't unlock it the right way, and I had to post a picture to show my validation. And then later on, I was like, "What the fuck am I trying to prove to you guys?
Yeah.
I got the badge just like everybody else." I was like, "Go fuck yourself." You know what I mean? But like, bro, mod badge chasing is real too.
Mhm.
That's to me. Like when I remember in Facebook when you had to go crazy for the for the supporter badge to unlock it for your community, and it was like if they didn't have it, like they like looked at you different if you didn't have it. Oh, you have so many followers, but you still don't have a supporter badge. You must be trash. Like it was so much shit that people was doing. I was just like,
That was
bro,
me.
like yeah, yeah. Oh, really?
No,
That's
I
funny.
I didn't have the supporter badge, so I mean, I was trash.
Oh, nah, nah. I thought you were someone you thought about people like that. I was like, damn, Jimmy, you too. But like, I didn't give a fuck because I was like, bro, who cares? Like, you don't
Yeah.
appreciate your people like that. Like, dude,
Yeah.
fuck out of here. But like, then the moment everybody had it, now it holds no value.
Yep.
No one cares anymore, Doug. No one
Mhm.
cares. And it's crazy. People wanted to go to someone's joint just because they had a supporter badge and they were like, yo, I can have extra shit with old dude. But now it doesn't matter where I go, they get a supporter badge, right? Same thing with the mod badge. If I give my mod badge to every fucking body, where's the worth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this sounds crazy. I'm gonna say it's like the V card, bro. You know what I'm saying? You out here passing the card out to everybody, that it loses its value.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got it, it's only goes to those that means something. That's that, you know what I'm saying? To like bro, like it's kind of a cherished thing, these badges. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't it's one choice being in the stream, it's another choice in financially supporting or becoming a mod. Those are huge choices and investments and dedications that you don't have to make.
Yeah, and
You know
time.
what I'm
You know what
saying?
I mean? They
Yeah.
could be doing a lot of other things, but they're in there 'cause they wanna be in there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but like when people just passing it out all willy-nilly, bro, everyone's a mod. And dude, and for everybody that doesn't know this, having a mod, if you have a mod badge, you don't contribute to any bonuses on Facebook.
Correct.
Viewer bonuses, all these things, comment bonuses, all that shit, none of the mods count.
Correct.
So if you got 40 mods and you wonder why you're not hitting any of your bonuses, it's because all your people are mods, so they don't count.
Correct.
So when
You
you
did
have
not
that
know that.
person,
Yep.
yes. So like, and that's a lot of people I realize don't know that. So like,
Like, yeah,
oh man,
you have 10
I
people
got
in there and 6 of them are mods.
yeah. So you're only gonna get 40% of what you need for that bonus versus having you select 3 like you do. You know what I'm saying? That are in there. Yeah, they're gonna probably be majority of your comments or majority of whatever, but they're gonna entice all these other people to comment and all these other
Mhm.
things and let them know what's going on and remind them of these things and stuff like that. That's when you start to hit your bonuses.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, if you're OD with mods, Facebook's gonna be like, yeah, that doesn't count
Yep.
because they're mods. That could be you. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Because they're fucking AI bots, but it is what it is. But like, I mean, I don't know. And that just for me is like it's quality over quantity
Definitely.
always.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like because I'd rather have a smaller team that's gonna sit there. It's like Spartans, man. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather have a smaller little army of people that I know are gonna take out opposition and stuff that should not be here versus having a fucking humongous army full of half-trained nitwits that are all gonna die off the moment the first wave hits.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, one thing that Green used to say, Gaming with Green, about the fair weather friends. I'd rather have one people that are always going to be here and survive the storm than have these fair weather friends
Mhm.
that blow off in the wind. I
Yep.
still stuck with that. I was like, that's real shit. That's facts. You know what I mean? So that's the same way with mods, man. You got any? We're getting real deep into this, but you have any funny mod experiences? Anything that's happened to you?
Not
Like,
not really. Not that I can, like, other than, like, "Oh, that's not what I meant," and things like that, but nothing like
oh, that
it's
happens all the
funny.
time.
Not nothing too crazy or funny that like, kinda like, "Oh, this one time," not that I think of. Other than, like, "No, that's not what we're trying to do right now." "Oh, okay, my bad." Other than that, I mean, nothing too crazy. What about you?
Got like 45, bro.
Well, this
My
one time.
mods be my mods be fucking with me, man. Bro, but the funniest shit to me is when my mods like scare me but scare themselves too. That shit to me is funny. Like especially in Twitch, right? Because we started doing the sound alerts and I didn't understand like learning the volume caps. And
Uh-huh.
when we first did it, Scotty did one of the scares and I didn't realize I had to lower the thing in the app, and he did the scare and it was loud as shit. It terrified me. I shook. I almost died. Like not like I was like, "Ah!" But then Scotty was like, bro, that scared the shit
Shit
out
out
of
of me.
me. And I was like, that's what you fucking get, Scotty. I was so mad. But bro, like he be doing that shit to me. But like, or like, my mods like Ali and Kathy and them, they love scaring the shit out of me, right? But then like stuff will happen in game and Kathy will get scared or Ali will get scared. And the way that they get scared, I'd be cracking up and be like, what's so funny? I'm like, y'all laugh at me all the time for getting scared. I'm loving this shit. Like,
Right? Y'all motherfuckers
like
sitting next to each other, like, scared.
bro, like yo, like Kathy got scared on Fortnite, and that shit had me in tears. And then Ali played inside the back rooms with me, and that dude was terrified, and his voice was complete. He's like Nico, and I was like, oh, it's different when you're scared, huh?
Okay, now you see how it is?
Oh yeah, dude. So for me, it scares because that's kind of a big thing for us is like the scare alerts and everybody having
It
fun
makes it
scare
fun.
shit out
Hell
of me.
yeah, it makes it fun and shit like that for sure.
Oh
That's
my god,
hilarious.
bro.
I've seen where, like, in other places where, like, where mods will say something out of pocket or whatever, and it's kinda like not, like, funny, but at the same time, like, "Oh god, you must not really know that person at all." If you're
Oh
if
yeah.
you if you have to fucking call your mod out during a damn stream, like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, that would be kinda shitty, It just, like, that's a bad experience, not funny, just, like, when you have to call your mod out on something during stream, that's good or bad, that's probably not a good look from you or from them. It just shows how serious they are or you are when it comes to that role. And it just
It's a cringy situation,
yeah.
and it makes the viewers uncomfortable. So it's like I try my hardest, unless I'll try to like joke around about a situation because I've had to do that a few times, but I try to make sure I do it. It depends on my mood because I'm really blunt. So I try my hardest to professionally be like make a joke about it, but kind of pretty much like saying it and hinting to them that they'll know everybody else will think we're joking, but they'll be like, oh shit, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it is sometimes I'm not in the best of mood. I'm like, bro, why the fuck did you say that? Like unnecessary.
Right.
Don't do that. Or like, you know what I mean? And then I'll be like later on, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're human. It
Yeah.
happens. But yeah, nah, that shit's real. But another funny was my wife when we first started doing the modding. And I think it was to her. She did it to Kathy or she did it to my dad. But remember when Facebook started to change it that when you try to click on it, it would be like ban, and then people are accidentally banning people and having to unban them.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, my wife, he was like, I tried to like somebody so and so's comment, but I banned them. I was crying, and I was like, what happened? She's like, I banned him. I don't know how to fix it. So I had to go look and unban him. And I was like, oh shit,
You're
you
banning
really
all these
did.
people on accident.
She banned like 8 people that day.
I haven't been able to go in Miko's stream for like a month. I have no idea what happened.
I had to go back to
That's
the
what
list
was
and be like,
happening.
yeah, recently banned. I was like, oh shit,
Shit.
babe. She was like, I
Sorry
didn't know it was
sorry
banning
as
them.
shit.
She
Sorry
was
as
like,
shit.
I tried to hit the like and they just stopped commenting. I was like,
They're just
oh,
in there. They
shit.
can't say shit.
They just sit there like,
Damn.
with the fucking thing. You're not allowed to comment on this
Right.
stream, and they're just like,
Damn. Dang, what's it called? So let's kind of recap we hit some great bullet points today. It's like, why do we need mods? Or there's a lot of different reasons why you need mod to keep the chat going. They share your vision. You're building things together. You're building a friendship together. You're building bonds together. What makes a good mod? Communication. Being there, being selective
mhm,
with the type of people you want to surround yourself with. How you mentioned. You know,
loyalty,
yeah, the loyalty. What are some of the no nos that we mentioned?
self promoting when you become a creators, just not representing the community like you should outside the streams,
Hmm.
um, starting uncomfortable conversations in stream,
Yeah,
not being able to read the room and like
read the
keeping
room
keeping a
definitely.
bad joke going. It's like no one's talking about that anymore, dog. You can stop. Like
Yeah,
that's a huge no no for me. It gets on my nerves.
beating the dead horse kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just for people who might be listening who are mods and you're kind of like, yeah, whatever, you guys are stupid. That's fine. At the same time, to those who are like, hey, I didn't think about that. I'm gonna start taking this in consideration, or maybe hearing this will give you a little umph to reach out to the content creator even more. Maybe you're just a friend who has the mod badge, and all of a sudden, like, I could do more. Maybe I didn't think about this. Maybe I will be more welcoming and being more positive without realizing. Just if the people you mod for, if they genuinely respect you and glad that you're there, you're gonna feel it.
100%.
If you feel like you have to do all that extra stuff just to feel like you're needed and wanted, then it's different. Then that person might not, think so much of the whole mod thing. They might not
Hmm.
at all. Or maybe if you're a content creator and you're hearing this, you'll kind of be like, damn, I low key not realize what these people do for me, or maybe I'm gonna take it a little bit more serious. Like me, like I might not play with my
Yeah.
mods all the time, but they know that I respect them and I appreciate them. I do play with once in a while or I'll play with retro. I don't play with Kendall, but she's in there all the time, and I BS with her off stream and all the time, and we're building those relationships, and they know that I appreciate them when they do come and hang out. So if you are modding for somebody and you feel like you're not being respected, or maybe you're just another mod there, and if you
Just
want to,
another number.
yeah, you might just be another mod there, and if you want to be taken more seriously, you might find another community that where you do want to be more involved. Keep in mind some of the things we mentioned. Just be involved, be around because you want to be around, not because you're going to get something out of it.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
moment you're trying to get something out of it, you're going for the wrong reason.
Yep. And a real content creator or a real person that does respect that role will notice that
Hmm.
what you're trying to do just to get noticed, as far as like, oh, you just want to because you're trying to self promote, or just, hey, look at me, I'm a mod, and there's different, So, but the real people out there that they do respect their mods and respect and appreciate them, they know who they are. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? They know who they are. You know.
Real recognize real across the board,
Yeah, for
no matter
sure,
what
man.
the profession is.
Good show, man. Damn, episode 8. We just keeping up all these topics, guys, coming out for you guys, and we appreciate you guys listening and watching and all the different platforms, and we just kind
Hell
of
yeah.
got it everywhere, and we We say it every time toward the end of an episode, right?
Yeah, man, we appreciate you guys. But like, hey man, look, like what we do on here, man, is all opinion based. And we're not saying it just as a disclaimer for us, also for you guys, man. If you guys are in the chat, man, and you guys are watching this on YouTube and you got some comments or opinions or questions, or even if you disagree, we'd love to see it. We'd love to see other people's perspectives and point of views because we're not
Because
the
we might not
founders
think
of,
about it. Yeah, we might
yeah,
not
like
think about it at all.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying? We love feedback, man. Feedback on I don't want to just be like, hey, great episode. No, I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, what makes it a great episode?
Yep.
Tell us your favorite points. What was your favorite point tonight, guys? If anybody is watching, and if you guys are watching and just listening to it on a podcast, catch our next streams, man. We stream consistently. We both have a schedule that we really stick to. Come check us out on our next stream and let us know. Yo, I checked out the podcast. Da 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 happened.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let us know, man. Let us know that what we're doing, you guys are hearing it. And then, you know what I'm saying? It gives us that, it makes it fun. I'm going to do it regardless,
Yeah,
but, you know,
we love the
it'd
feedback
be dope.
because
You
it
know what I mean?
you guys fuel us too. Like
Hell yeah.
you guys telling us that you guys enjoy it. We don't do it for the pat on the backs, but just knowing that people are getting some kind of like substance and some positiveness out of this
It's
drives us
motivating.
to keep doing it. It fucking just I love hearing like fuck. I listen to your shit. That shit's dope. I'm all fuck yeah. Because I enjoy
Yeah,
doing this, but knowing the fact that people are liking it and not just listening just to listen to it, like it's different. So when you guys are giving us feedback on and off stream, like we enjoy it. We love knowing that what we're doing here is positive and it's meaningful. Like it's time well spent. Time well spent.
exactly. There you go.
We're
Say it
not
5 times fast.
yeah, time well spent. Time well spent. We're not doing it just to do it. We're not doing it
Yeah,
just
nah,
we ain't
man.
trying to get famous. We ain't trying to make money off of this. Like all crazy. We're realistic and we're enjoy doing this and having this side project where Miko and I are having different conversations that we normally wouldn't have is awesome because we're learning as we go too. So when people tell us certain things, it might be a topic, or maybe we don't
Oh,
real.
yeah,
Yeah,
3 of them have been.
what I mean. It's awesome. It's awesome to know that everybody's being so involved and wanting to pitch in with our ideas and stuff. So we appreciate y'all for real.
No, hell yeah, man. We wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have people like you guys to be here and engage with us, respond to us,
Mhm.
and be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to start a podcast with no audience. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So to be able to have, we wouldn't even be able to get to the point of like really pursuing this if it wasn't for our communities backing us. So we
Yep.
appreciate you guys, our mods. Shout out to all of our mods,
Yeah,
man.
man. For
You know what I
sure.
mean? My
Go and
wife,
name drop them real
pops,
quick. Name drop them real quick. Name drop them.
yeah,
Let them know.
I got wifey, I got pops, we got Ollie and Kathy, we have Arthur, we have Drizzy, we have Scotty, my boy GGC. We got a good handful of them.
That's dope,
Justin just
man.
came in, you know what I'm saying? We got a good handful of mods, you know what I'm saying? But keeping them all up in the tabs, man, and they all bring something different to the
Different, and that's
table, and
that's
that's
the
what we
best
love.
part, right? They're all different people, but we all have a little common goal. Shit, right? I know
Hell yeah.
Francis. Shout out to Francis. Not only is he a mod, man, but that fool keeps me up on different things and kind of features on different platforms. And when I play with E, so positive, all this kind of stuff. Hey, do this, do that, and then shout out to my girl Kendo as well, man. Just so fun, loving in the chat and just bullshitting. It just we appreciate y'all. And then if you're a content creator, make sure you let your mods know what's up. I mean, if you're a mod
Yeah.
somewhere, you don't feel appreciated, come on over to our streams and you could probably mod. Just like
You never know, man. But nah, but I love what you said too. Damn it, man. But like, yo, if you're watching this and you're a creator and you haven't thanked your mods at least once a week,
yeah, man, let them know.
you need to thank your mods, if not daily, at least once a week. Take
Easily.
that time and thank your mods because they can leave just as quick as they
Yep,
came.
for sure.
With
It,
that being said, love you guys to death.
peace out, man.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
for sure. Look out for the next 2 episodes to end our first season of Not Just Gamer Dads. We got 2 more episodes dropping, y'all. It's not a goodbye. It's just season 1 is done. And we want to revamp, re-engage, see what's
Get
going
ready for
on
the next one.
and keep the seasons coming, guys. This is a side project that Miko and I are enjoying doing. We don't want to get it to the fact that we're just doing it just to do it and it's not fun. So just know that when we do this side project, it's because we're wanting to do it together and we're looking forward to doing different things together, separate from our own different podcasts and our own topics
Ooh,
and shit.
maybe after season 10, we do a special, not just Gamer Dad's giveaway, and do a trivia about the episodes
What? We could even do that live.
live to
The
tease
finale.
season 2.
How you say foreshadowing?
Oh shit,
Right? Hey,
foreshadowing.
man. We could just have like a after the season one's over, we do a live stream somewhere, and we do. Hey, man, y'all
Do a
keep a
little
lookout.
trivia night and have
Mhm.
everybody pull
How
up,
many
and
mods
then
does Miko have? 40. Okay, I just want.
after we said quality not quantity, he got 70. He got more mods than he does children.
Oh shit, GG's on them. I love you, brother. Thank you
Man,
guys
love
so
you too,
much. Make
bro.
sure go check out the Unfortunate What. Myself, Jimmy Jukes Gaming. We're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Your mom's, my mom's, everywhere. We're everywhere. We appreciate y'all, man. Until next time.
Ain't no way.
Peace out, homie.
I can't.